Andamans. I am in Havelock Islands and I am on a beach called Radhanagar Beach. I want to show you this beach. Just see how beautiful it is. I mean, I'm just standing here and water is just pouring on my feet. And I thought to do this YouTube live just to come and interact with you and do this live in between nature. And that's why I am here. And today the topic which we are going to discuss is something very important, something we all struggle, and that is the art of listening. Or maybe care is equal to advice or not. So you might be thinking that are these topics same? Are these topics interrelated? Yes, we'll come to know how they are interrelated. Alright. So sometimes some of our friends, our close people, our loved ones, our family friends, our family members, they come to us seeking some kind of listening. They come to us to share some problems, some confrontational issues, some kind of conflicts, some pain, some relationship issues with us. And what we tend to do, we tend to jump in to give them some advice, because we think giving them advice is caring, because we think that whatever we think about them is correct, is true, we know them very well. Yes, we know them very well, but do they really need our advice? Have they really come to us for listening to something which we think about them, or they have come to us for just pouring their heart out? Well, I was one of these persons. I used to give people a lot of advices. I used to live in a lot of shoulds. I used to say, you should do this, you should do that. And one of my friends, he used to say that Batul, gyan mat de. And it used to piss me off. It used to, set me off, and I used to get really offended. But it took a lot of self-work to realize that maybe he was right. It took a lot of self-work to come over my past childhood traumas. Not only that, but to overcome these personality traits, which was also a reflection of my past childhood traumas. And that many of those personality traits, one of these traits included the art of listening and not giving unsolicited advices. So what I learned through my self-work, through my experiences, and through my proactive learning is these 4 simple points which I'm going to share with you, which you can also do in your life, and maybe you will become a better listener. Maybe you will be able to connect with your people in a much deeper, in a much more familiar way. Maybe you will be able to make better connections and relationships in your life if we become a better listener. So what are those 4 points? Number 1, first of all, people always don't come to us for seeking advices. Sometimes they just come to pour their heart out, and all they want is us to listen to them. So first, just patiently listen to them and really listen to them. Listen to them with your eyes and with your ears, not just hear. Listen, be active listener and ask questions to let them know that you are interested in what they are saying. But don't interrupt them much, just keep listening and keep encouraging them to talk more. Number 2, do not give unsolicited advices. By the way, friends, I am just walking so that you can see this beautiful beach. This is Radhanagar Beach, and behind is the mountains, and here I am walking on sand and water. Sea water is floating over my, it's just pouring on my feet, and I'm loving it. And today in the morning I did scuba diving. I love it. I'll share the pictures. Alright, so number 2, do not if they seek any advice, first of all, do not give any advice. First of all, listen to them. Second, do not give any unsolicited advice until and unless they seek and they really ask for it. Number 3, if they ask or they seek advice, my way of connecting with them and my way of giving them advice is become a facilitator and help them find their own answers. Help them go deep dive inside them and find their own answers, because answers are already within us. We have to just act as a mediator, facilitator, helper to let them dive and find their own answers. And how you can do this? By asking them more meaningful questions. And that requires a little bit of practice, but you will definitely get through it. So become a facilitator, number 3. And number 4, while giving them advice, if at all it comes that you only have to give them advice and they are not able to find their answers, or maybe they have the answers but they are not ready, or they are not willing, or they are not courageous to accept it, then in that case, give your advices. What I do is I give my advices in the form of coulds, not shoulds. It means give them the advice that you can do this, you could do this, or if I would have been in your place, I would have done that. Do not give the advice in shoulds, because you are not them. They know their position better. They have lived their life. They are in their shoes. You don't know them. So they know their answers and they only know what they're going through. You just have to give them advice if you would have been in their place, or maybe in coulds. And then they will have to decide what suits best for them. Alright? So these are the 4 points. Number 1, just listen. Number 2, do not give unsolicited advice. Number 3, be a facilitator. And number 4, give advice in the form of coulds. Now you understand how these 3 points, how these points, that art of listening and care is equal to advice, etc., are interrelated. Yes, they are interrelated. And what I have done, if you want to follow, if you want to try, and maybe you will find that you are able to connect with your people better. Thank you for joining live. I thought if anyone asked question, I would have given answers. And thank you people whoever joined here. I'm so grateful to you. I hope I added value to you this Sunday. And just I'll show a quick, see? And so thank you very much. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, and share it with people if you think it can help someone, and I'm sure it can help. Till then, bye bye, stay tuned. My name is Batul, and thank you so much for watching.